One of the many freedoms we have as Americans is the right to vote. We have the liberty of electing the officers that we want to represent us in our government. Newly elected Town Clerk Tax Collector Brenda Dulong shares her thoughts.
It's all democracy. That's what this country has been founded on, and elections are important to maintain that.
For more than 30 years, however, there was a dynamic duo synonymous with Merrimack's election process. Recently retired Town Moderator Lynn Christensen and Town Clerk Tax Collector Diane Trippett. Both of their careers here in town began in the mid-1990s. Catching up with Diane during the April 2024 election, she tells us what it was like working for the town for so many years.
Every day is something new. I can't believe 35 years has gone by as quickly. There were people in the office 5 years, 10 years, and I thought, oh my God, how do people stay that long? And well, 35 years later, I'm still here.
The role of the Town Clerk Tax Collector carries a lot of responsibility. Between record keeping, collecting fees, and staying up to date on local law and statutes, the Town Clerk Tax Collector is also preparing for elections. Fortunately, Diane hadn't been alone in this task.
I was elected 34 years ago. So I'm the town moderator, which means I run the town meeting, the annual meeting, as well as all of the elections. It's a fun job.
Helpful volunteers, supervisors of the checklists, and assistant moderators are also involved in the election process, working under the guidance of the town moderator and the town clerk tax collector. Assistant moderator Steve Dembo tells us how both Diane and Lynn's work has benefited Merrimack.
Both of them in their respective roles, they know better than anybody else. They have the answers. They have put in the time. They have the connections. They know how everything is supposed to work. They are the leaders, and they've been invaluable to Merrimack in helping making it a truly great community to live in.
Both Diane and Lynn are highly regarded not only by peers and local residents, but by the Secretary of State's office too, as told to us by State Representative and election volunteer Rosemarie Rung.
They have created a reputation that I hear about when I'm in Concord. They're highly respected in the Secretary of State's office. When we have a big election, the Secretary of State or his appointees, they come down to really see how it's supposed to be done. And having Merrimack be in a position to be the role model for other communities and how we operate our local government, particularly our elections, is such an immeasurable source of pride.
A big part of that reputation comes from the exceptional teamwork demonstrated by Diane and Lynn. Diane tells us how they have supported each other over the years.
Lynn and I have been doing elections for a very long time. She's a wonderful person to work with. We've had many challenges. We've gone to court together. We've gone to the Ballot Law Commission together. And she is a wonderful moderator. She knows her stuff. It's a great team that works.
Lynn explains that it's not just the teamwork that makes the election dream work, but the voters themselves, the people.
Merrimack voters are incredible. Merrimack voters have always been respectful, polite, courteous, cooperative. I can't remember any time when we really have had any problem. They're wonderful people.
Both Lynn and Diane retire their hats as town moderator and town clerk tax collector, passing the torch to some familiar faces. Brian McCarthy taking the role as town moderator, having served previously as school moderator and Merrimack Village District moderator, and Brenda Dulong, who has worked for the town for over 30 years, the past 11 years as the deputy town clerk tax collector. Both Brian and Brenda tell us what it's been like learning from Lynn and Diane.
Lynn's been the one that's been pointing me around, so the biggest thing is the important thing is to make sure that people vote. You know, it's about the people.
Diane has been the best mentor ever. She's such an ethical person, and I like to aspire to that as well.
Just because Lynn and Diane are retiring doesn't mean they won't still be a big part of our community. Diane plans to continue to serve as a volunteer during election season, and you can still find Lynn at planning and zoning board meetings. As they move on from this chapter of their lives, they share their favorite parts of the job with us.
The people. Meeting the people, seeing people I don't see anywhere else in town or any other time, and I love the people.
If I had to pick one, I think it would just be all of the people that I've met, the residents in town, being able to help them and to work with them. It's just, like I said, every day is something new, and it's a great feeling to be able to help somebody.
Thank you for watching.